that Peach is great at kind of covering a lot of grounded options, and Puff generally not grounded character.
Yeah. And we'll have to see, because I think, you know, with some of Jigglypuff's moves like back air, it's going to be difficult for, you know, Peach to be getting in there and closing the range gap that Jigglypuff has. And that's what we're kind of seeing right now.
Yeah. Puff definitely boxing out Peach here. Theftz is, he is getting a huge amount of percent wrapped up on Insatiable.
Yeah, Theftz off to a hot start. And we'll have to see here. Nice little grab, sends him off.
All right.
Looking for the edge guard here.
For the back air. Ooh,
oh,
Insatiable
nice.
barely drifts back to ledge. But I don't know exactly what is Peach looking for in this matchup. Like, what is Peach's bread and butter in the Puff matchup?
Oh,
because I feel like
almost getting a recovery there. Nice movement in the air from Insatiable. You can already tell that's one of his strong suits.
I think the problem is with Peach's drift when you compare it to Puff's, right, is that Puff is one of the characters with the most, like, can have the most air movement in the game, correct?
Yeah.
So generally, right, you can see a lot of time, like, Peach can kind of outmaneuver other characters, but I think Puff can generally just drift farther. It makes it harder for Peach to really keep it ambiguous in the air and dodge attacks.
And it just looks like Peach has just been having like a difficult time trying to deal with this range difference. And like I said, like you said, I don't really know what Peach can be throwing out that can, you know, feed out Jigglypuff's back air and some of Jigglypuff's aerials that he's been throwing out.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know what Peach exactly can look for here.
That was a nice forward air to send him off platform there.
Maybe Insatiable, maybe he's got a fox. You know, that's what I think I'm hoping for here. I'm hoping he's got a sick fox that he's got kind of in the holster right now that he might pull out. Because this matchup it's looking tough. Like I said, I don't really understand this, or I don't know the specifics of it, but yeah, it's looking difficult for Insatiable, to say the least.
You can definitely see why Armada says that this matchup is very difficult on Peach's end.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe Insatiable's got a young Link. Maybe that's what's coming out next. I'd love to see a young Link.
I don't know. We'll have to see here, but right now Theftz has been looking very solid in this game one. You know, getting Peach off and just being able to keep constant pressure going, making these recoveries extremely challenging.
I'm surprised he managed to drift back there with Theftz kind of out there. I thought for sure he'd throw out a back air. Because
that was a nice little nair.
Wait, does Peach's? I know nothing about Peach. Does her B, like her umbrella, does it have a hitbox the whole time when she like tries to come back? You know?
I'm not familiar.
I just assume if you're Puff, you could just go out there with the back air, right? Disjointed hitbox. And even if there is a hitbox on the umbrella, I'd assume you could just constantly smack her.
We'll have to see here. Oh, was that a
Stitch Face?
I think that was a Stitch Face. Unlucky if that was a Stitch Face, not being able to flip it as much use as you'd want to.
Interesting point. I was playing against Theftz earlier, and he had a Peach he was playing. So maybe that's how he knows the matchup so well. His Peach was pretty sick. And,
yeah.
He pulled a Stitch Face, and he just took 2 stocks from me with it. He hit me like 4 times.
Let's see.
Yeah, it was rough.
Insatiable fishing for these, you know, back air, just whatever they can get to get a little extra percent and try and get Jigglypuff off stage. It's been looking very challenging though.
Grab, all right.
Nice grab from Theftz, and back air sends him out. And that's game 1. We'll have to see how Insatiable reacts and what his game plan is going to be going into game 2 here.
Yeah, we'll see what he does to mix it up. I'm trying to think what stage would maybe be best for Peach. I'm not really sure. Maybe a smaller one, like Yoshi's. That's kind of what I was thinking. But we'll see. Into the match. All right.
Here we go into game 2 here.
And okay.
You know, Insatiable might. Oh, nice. Get a little percentage with fishing for the down smash there. I mean, I think Insatiable might be trying to, you know, slow down the match and just try and make it so that Jigglypuff, you know, throws out an aerial, a bad aerial, and that Insatiable can, you know, kind of capitalize on that.
Yeah. I just think the big issue is the rage disadvantage as well as the air mobility is just none of that's in Peach's favor. And a lot of what she gets that's juicy on a lot of the other characters just doesn't apply to this matchup. A lot of it is very ground based, and that just doesn't apply to Puff. I also think a big thing I've noticed over this set, having rarely seen it, is that when Puff gets Peach like to either like to the left or right, like off stage, it's just so hard for Peach. It looks like.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
looks really
Puff just
difficult.
has no fear going out there
Yeah,
trying to hit a back air and send him right off.
like look at that. It's just so difficult to come back. That's really what I've taken away from this set.
And you know, Theftz had some really nice movement in the air here as
Oh,
well,
definitely. I would agree.
making
with
this very challenging for Insatiable.
that. Yeah. I wonder maybe the answer is turnips.
I think it might be difficult to even try and get turnips just because of how fast Jigglypuff can be moving through the air towards her, especially on such a small stage like this.
I guess, yeah, I didn't think about that. That is true. Like that nair, the throw off stage, and the throw kills. Interesting. I did not think that would be the case, but Jigglypuff popping off for sure. That's just, he's going off. It's an absolute killer.
Nice little down smash since Theftz
like
far
that.
off stage into the. Oh, and he grabs it.
Oh, it says here's your turnip back. Doesn't quite hit with it, but
Nice nair, almost kills there.
all right. The game's slowing down a little bit after the initial 2 stocks taken by Theftz, but all right, drill grab. And oh,
Nice
okay.
nair, very nice nair.
I like that. I like that from Insatiable. And that turnip, I think, right before Theftz lost invincibility.
There we go. And you can see Insatiable trying to, you know, grabbing a little bit more turnips than I think we saw in game 1 here. Trying to, you know, put in some work with those. Nice
Yeah.
grab. And finds time to grab a turnip right there.
And oh, down smash misses.
Almost
and
just very
gets
close to
punished.
hitting that down smash. And just look at that. That's no fear, can just run off stage just like that.
And grabs ledge. Peach is done for, and this is, I feel like a lot of times with these floaty matchups, it's when you start going down in stocks, I feel like it can feel a bit more perilous. There's a little bit less faith there because the matches, generally the strings of hits aren't as long.
Oh, and a very nice up air
as I say
chain coming
that-
out from Theftz.
Kind of a 5-hit string by Theftz.
Oh, but he hits another nair and sends him off. Nair looks like it's very strong, but it's just not as much range as you'd want it to have in this matchup. And very clean game 2 from Theftz. Insatiable, you know, he did make some adjustments and he was finding more success, but that matchup is so difficult.
Yeah, I just think it's a range and mobility air-wise sort of disadvantage for Peach that kind of puts her at a huge disadvantage.